Weirdo.
Day 59.
Kuminga Watch.
Nothing new on Kuminga Watch. Dalton Johnson from NBC Sports Bay Area, friend of the program. Actually, not friend of the program. He's never actually been able to come on the show.
No, he's just a friend of ours.
He's a friend of ours, a former coworker and friend of James and mine. Has never been on the show. We've asked,
dude.
We've tried, and he said, "To hell with you guys." That's what he said.
He's got a
baby,
young baby.
Yeah, that's fine. If that's what he wants to prioritize, cool, man. I guess. But no, he did some reporting, and as with all the reporting around this, you go talk to people from both sides, and you find out there's no movement. However, we're reaching a tipping point on this.
We are.
Because we have been saying, and this is the bit now, we've been saying no movement, no movement, no movement. But we're now in this space of time where Sam Amick first reported it. Brett Siegel went on the Light Years podcast and said the same thing, where first couple of weeks of September, expect some movement. Because that's where deadline spur action, that's getting close to training camp, that's getting close to that October 1st qualifying offer deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Expect some movement. As of yesterday, still no movement. And that's fine. But I think we're in the place now where no movement becomes significant. Because, all right, neither side is budging on September 3rd. We're 3.5 weeks away from training camp opening. We're 4 weeks away from that October 1st deadline, and nobody's budging. That, to me, is notable. That there's still nothing.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially, like the reporting, the Kings are in a holding pattern as well, waiting to see what happens.
Sure.
Because they know that they're the leader in the clubhouse if they do actually trade him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they've just gotta kind of like wait for this whole thing to play out.
Yeah.
Like I've told you this too. Like I think at some point Kuminga needs to say, hey, we need to sit down in a room.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to look across this table and say, look, we've got, either you guys can trade me,
mm-hmm.
you could change your offer, or I'm going to sign the qualifying offer today.
Right.
I'm going to sign the qualifying offer today. I'm not messing.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a joke. This is not like me playing hardball. I'm literally, if we can't figure out
mm-hmm.
this piece right here, right now,
mm-hmm.
and I can't get a commitment from you guys to either trade me
mm-hmm.
or to change your offer and promise me a role with the team and all that, then I'm going to sign the qualifying offer. And the closer we get to October 1st, I'm like straight up, if I am Jonathan Kuminga, I am getting so close to just saying I'm signing the qualifying offer.
Yeah.
It's that if for him as a player, he can absolutely have his career destroyed by this franchise.
Totally.
And at this point, it's not just that they want to control the no trade clause. They want to control the second year team option,
yep.
all of that stuff.
Yep.
When he gets done, just because we say, oh, they want to, I mean, everyone is so clear. They just want him as a trade chip. That's
mm-hmm.
the only thing they want him for, is as a trade chip now
mm-hmm.
between here and February. First of all, that could mean that he gets stuck in a 3-team deal and he gets jettisoned to Charlotte or
mm-hmm.
Washington, and he's stuck just
mm-hmm.
in a bad place with a team option for the next year where they can just pick up his option. Sure, you made $20 million, but it's not at all what you wanted. It's not the role you wanted. It's not the place
mm-hmm.
you wanted to be. None of it, right?
The reporting continues to center around control.
It's fully control.
Right. Jonathan Kuminga wants control of his own future.
Yes.
And a player option on that 2-year deal would mean, yeah, hey, if he gets sent to Siberia, hey, he can opt out next year and be a free agent. And if he signs a qualifying offer, it's worst case scenario for Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
And
they cannot trade him.
Nope. And then he's a free agent, unrestricted free agent next year.
Yep.
And yeah, he lost out on some money, but you know what? He gains control for sure in the 2026 offseason.
Yeah.
He is so I think you're right. And that's exactly, if I'm Aaron Turner, if I'm his agent, and you've committed to like, all right, hey, we'll do the qualifying offer thing. I think that's how you play your leverage, because the whole thing has been like, oh, there's no leverage on nobody has leverage. That's the leverage for Jonathan Kuminga, because the Warriors don't want him to sign the qualifying offer.
No.
So if he goes into their office and says, all right, I will sign a 1+1 with a player option for 48 million or whatever it is, 45 million. I will sign that or the qualifying offer today. And that's and we'll move forward from September 3rd.
Yeah.
That's the way to do this. And he's not. The reason he's not is because there's no pressure on him to do that. He can sign the qualifying offer October 1st. It doesn't change his life at all.
Nope. And they cannot withdraw the qualifying offer at this point. It's too late.
Right.
It's
that
out
deadline
there.
been passed.
Yeah, it's out there.
It
and
passed in like July.
Yeah, they have until October 1st to either, for him to make his decision.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if I'm him, I am fully on board, because I'll
just push the issue now.
Yeah, because there's another bad scenario here for him as a player. He could sign a 2-year, $45 million deal. He could play sporadically throughout the year. They could totally mess with him the entire time. They can just go old. If they're gonna bring in Al Horford and Draymond Green and then find some other guy, Quentin Post, whatever it is, they can just avoid playing him a ton, and it totally damages his career. They can get to February, and lo and behold, they can't find somebody to take on him and whatever package of junk they're trying to sell out on the open market. And he could get stuck and have to go through this all over again next year, where they pick up the team option, say, okay, we're just going to hold on to you. And then they can just sit there and linger, make this thing such a bad situation for him. He could wait until the following February. And in that time, he could have zero value at all.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm him, I want to get out of there as quickly as possible, because that's the one thing they're not promising is any role at all. All they're promising him is that there's a good chance they're going to trade him. And they want the power to do that. They want to take away his power, which is what he has right now, to say he has a no trade clause. Because if he signs a 2-year deal with a team option, then he gets a no trade clause in it. Right. It's part of the mandated way in which you do it, but he can waive that. And it's just like, you got to find some way to take your power back in this situation if you're him. And honestly, I think the Players Association and I think the league, when they crack into the CBA, which is coming up, relatively soon, they need to look at this, because it's not about trying to retain your own player and continuity of the league. This is very specific. They only want him as a $20 million trade coupon.
Correct.
And it's just dirty play. And it doesn't feel good to anybody. And people should be looking at this and going, this doesn't feel right. This one out of all of them. Like, some dude wants 35 to 40 million. Cam Thomas wants 35 to 40 million, and the team's offering 14 million. Okay, you have a major issue with the value of a player.
Yeah.
With valuation. That's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Because they can just cut ties with Cam Thomas and say, no, they're not looking to trade Cam Thomas. They're looking for a discount on a score.
Right.
But this is very specific, that the Warriors just have no interest in him as a player.
Correct.
He has no interest in being there.
Correct.
And they're trying to leverage him into a bad situation.
Yes. They're trying to fix a mistake.
Yeah.
And he's being held hostage in the process.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, we want volunteers, not hostages. This is a hostage situation.
Exactly what's happening. Yeah, if I'm him, I'm just kicking the door down and being like, all right, there.
Where's the qualifying offer? I want to see it. Where's the piece of paper? I'm going to sign it.
I'll sign it right now. Unless you want to toss me a player option.
Or unless you want to trade me. I'll give you 48 hours to work out a trade. Like, and I've got to say yes to whatever team I'm getting traded to, but you got 48 hours.
Yeah. Seems like the right thing to do, but I don't know. That's James Ham. I'm Kyle Matt.